Hey guys, Steve from Lakeshore RV Center. Congratulations on your new Hideout camper. I'm going to do the video orientation on it. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me at 231-736-9162. We'll start right here at the entrance. You'll notice that these flip-up steps go right inside the rails here. So you want to make sure your door is all the way open so they don't catch on it. So when you're bringing those up and down, just make sure your door is all the way open. At the front and rear of this, you have your power jacks right here. Extend and retract right there. And then your front compartment here, the storage. This is going to be the hitch that we're going to put on. But you have your full pass-through storage up front here. Power tongue jack up front to operate that. Simply push up and down to extend and retract it. On and off is going to be for the light. Behind that are the two 20-pound propane tanks. Those will be full. And then behind that is going to be your deep cycle battery. There is also on this camper a battery shutoff switch. I'll show you where that's at in just a second here. And that way you can disconnect the battery if you're not going to be using this for a little while, so your battery doesn't fully discharge. On the inside here, this is going to be for your solar. There's nothing to do with that as long as the unit is in the sun. It's automatically going to charge the batteries, and that is your solar control charger right there. Again, no on or off or anything to do with that. Guys, as we come around the side of the camper here, just a couple things to show you over here. You have your gray tank, which is going to be anything that goes down the sink or shower. Will go the gray. You can see the gray pole right here. The black tank at the end there, that is going to be anything that goes through the sewer. So kind of the order to do things, guys, is you would empty the sewer first, and then you can flush your sewer hose out with the gray water, which is just going to be dirty water. If you're at a site that has a hookup for right at the site, you can leave the gray open, but don't leave the black open. You'll only want to empty that when it gets up to about half full or fuller. There's just not enough content in there to drain every time you use the bathroom. As we continue around the back, a couple of great things right here. This is going to be, if you're at a park that has cable, you can hook in right here. Your power cord is right off the back. Right here, this simply pulls out. That's about a 20-foot cord. And then your outside shower is behind the key lock right here, hot and cold water. And then your city water connection, if you're at a site that has a water hookup, is right here. I'll show you how to fill the freshwater tank in just a second. As we come back around, your rear jacks, extend, retract, are right there. And then as we come up to the side, you have your two outside speakers underneath the awning, your awning lights under the awning, the LED light strip. This is if you want to put a TV outside right here, that is a cable out for either the aerial antenna or cable if you're hooked up to cable. And then right there is just an outlet to hook up the TV. Your furnace exhaust is right here. If the furnace is running, that's going to be very, very hot. Don't lean anything up against it. Don't brush up against it. If there's any kids, make sure they don't touch that. And then same right here. This is going to be for your hot water tank exhaust right here. That's going to get quite warm as well. Right between those two, this is going to be your fresh water fill. If you're at a site that does not have water, you'll just simply fill the water right here before you get to the site. A lot of the campgrounds you'll be able to fill up when you get there, so you're not traveling down the road with all the extra weight of the water. All right, let's go inside. All right, guys, on the inside of your Hideout bunkhouse, we'll start right here in the kitchen area. A couple things to show you. As we had looked at before, that is going to be your central vac hookup right there. And then coming into the kitchen area, your 3-burner stovetop are operated by these 3 knobs here. And then on the end, this is a spark ignition. Basically how you'd start up a grill. And then the oven control is right here. On the end, this is the lighting for the oven. And then for the dials here. This cover will go down into place, just like so. And then your fridge right here, guys. Open this up. Freezer on top, fridge on bottom. To control all that is right up here. You can see that it's on right now. You can adjust the temperature up or down for warm or cold. And then it shows you also right here as far as the state of the battery, because this does run off the battery, but when you're plugged into power, it will switch over to the shore power. Just below that is going to be your breaker box and then your fuse panels. It's labeled right here what runs off the 12-volt fuses and then what runs off the breakers right there. Going into the bathroom, a couple of things to show you here, guys. This is a foot flush toilet. Simply push down, opens up, and then water will run to fill it back up. And close that. And then there is outlet here. This is a GFI outlet. So if you have some outlets that aren't working on the inside, just make sure that this isn't tripped, or if this outlet's not working, go ahead and check and make sure that's not tripped before you go to the breaker box. The dinette, this is in travel position right now. The pedestals are stowed under the benches here. And then to bring it back up, simply put them right in the holes there. There's two of them, one closer, one further away, and then they just go into the bottom of the table. Sofa here will turn into a bed as well. It just simply jackknifes by pulling this out, like so. That will lay down flat. And then for the slide out, right here, there's a light switch. Anything that's not on a switch, and I'll show you where the other switches are at, have individual switches right on the bulb themselves. In the bedroom area, if you wanted to hook up a television, the mounting backer is right there. Don't go too deep, guys, because it's only 1.5 inch wall here, so you don't want to go through the side of the camper. But if you're going to mount a TV, you can do it right there. And then your hookups are over the on the ceiling there above where you'd mount the TV. Just stepping back right here, this is going to be your thermostat. To turn that on, just simply hit the mode. You can see down on the bottom where it says off. We'll switch it to auto. That's going to be for the fan, nothing to do with that. It's set at 57 degrees, so the AC is going to turn on here in a little bit. See where it says cold? To adjust the temperature in here, you can simply just go up or down to whatever temperature you want, okay? And then if we go again, that'll be furnace. Furnace is set at 99 degrees. Obviously, we don't need it that warm. Again, you can set that up and down to where you would like the temperature at. And then as you cycle through, you go back to off, and then everything will shut off in just a little bit. The air conditioner will shut off rather quickly here, but the furnace, because that kicked on, that'll be on for just a minute just to run its cycle before that turns off. Right here, this is going to be where you can hook up your main TV. This right here, guys, is going to be rooftop satellite prep. So if you want to put a satellite up on the roof, there's a wire up there for it. Otherwise, if you're just going to run it through the aerial antenna that's already on it, you can see right here, antenna power, that'll boost the antenna signal going in. You can just take a coaxial here and then go right into the TV with it. Just under that is your soundbar, Furrion soundbar, and this will have, you can see 2 zones. You have the speaker inside is zone 1, zone 2 will be the speakers outside. So you go ahead and play music there. And then last thing to show you here, guys, right at the entrance, you have your different controls for the slide out. So if we want to bring the slide in, we'll just hold this down, and then you can see how the slide's coming in. So as long as you have your finger pushed down on the button, that will continue to come in. And I'm just going to bring this in because they're going to bring that outside. And it will come in when it's in all the way or out all the way. You'll hear the motor disengage. It's a clutch. It'll happen in just a second here, and that's a totally normal noise that you're going to hear. So that clicking noise means that the motor has extended or retracted as far as it's going to. Awning, again, extend, retract, just hold it down. Water pump, you turn that on, that'll draw from the fresh water if you have fresh water in that tank. Hot water heater right here, that is for the gas. Hot water heater outside, and then your lights right here. Your ceiling lights, and then also awning lights, which will be right underneath the awning there. If you want to check the contents of your tanks, fresh water, gray water, black water, they're all empty right now. So just simply push that and that will show you the level, how full the tanks are. But guys, again, congratulations on your camper. I'm excited to have you come pick this up and start using it and making a lot of great memories. Again, if you need anything, give me a call, 231-736-9162, and I will talk to you soon.